We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Today with Kashay. It's Tuesday. We're in the Woodlands, Texas, and it's fashion. And of course, I have in the studio this morning Marla Hurley with Alchemia back joining us. Do you like what I have on today?
I love it.
You weren't there.
Beautiful dress.
You weren't there to see.
No, I missed it. I missed the action.
So yesterday I went in and because I go into town on Mondays in Houston. That's my Houston day into town. One of my Houston days, actually, but Monday for sure. And I stop off at the boutique, and Georgia was there.
Yes.
And so I walk in. I'm like, okay, what's going to be my find to wear? And I found this.
This Georgia set you up because it looks beautiful.
What is this? It's a new one. She said
Raga.
It was a new Raga.
Raga,
okay.
Yeah.
And so y'all had just gotten it in. I know people have said that I should start standing up and showing my dresses and stuff like that. So going forward, I think I may have to do that or do some Instagram posts.
Oh, yes.
Prior to the show.
Oh, that's a great idea.
To start to show what I'm going to wear, things like that nature.
Yes.
So it's spring.
It is spring. Actually, I have an address as well from Alchemia.
You do, and I love that one. I saw that one there.
Too.
I'm glad
I
didn't pick that one. But anyway.
Oh, my gosh, that would have been really funny.
So where were you yesterday?
Twinkies. Oh my gosh, just getting back in town.
Don't tell anybody. Okay.
Yeah, just kind of getting back in town, so I missed you. But Georgia totally took care of you.
Well, thanks.
Yes.
So what are we talking about today?
Okay, so today we're going to talk about spring break.
Okay.
Speaking of being in town and out of town, Jennifer's not with us today because she's just getting back from spring break. But kind of transitioning your wardrobe from spring break from winter to now spring, and then transitioning into summer as well. So I thought we'd kind of hit those topics today and kind of think about our closets and how to transition them in ourselves and our mindset.
Well, that's a great thing, but let me ask you a quick question for us Texans down here. What are we really in? So the other day, and I'm going to ask you this question. So it's kind of more of, I guess, is there a really rule to this? But so let's say with our weather, it's 80 degrees. That's spring. The next day, it's 35. Am I allowed to still wear my boots? Okay, because everyone knows I'm a boot junkie. I love boots. So what am I supposed to do? Am I not allowed because it's spring? Or in your opinion, I mean, I know what my idea is, but what is your thoughts on that?
My thoughts...
When do they go away?
Well, as far as boots go, not yet. Not yet, because it's going to get cold again.
Okay.
Think if you've been in Houston or Texas for any period of time, our weather is so unpredictable.
Oh, my God.
And it may be warm out today. Tomorrow it could be 30 degrees. We never know. So I say keep your winter things handy and your boots. You need to have them handy, I think, through April and the beginnings of May.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll get a cold front in May, and you'll go, oh, my gosh, I thought it was spring.
Right.
And it's not. And so I think that the way we start transitioning our wardrobes right now is a lot of layering.
Okay.
So I think that when you walk out the door, it may be cool in the morning, it may be 80 degrees in the afternoon. So I always think about when I leave my house, okay, I may leave with a little topper on and then ditch it later on. It just depends. And I kind of do the same thing with shoes.
Okay.
I may start out with a, closed toe shoe, you know, and then I may end up in a, you know, something else altogether.
So layering. It sounds like what we have to do here in our area is to think about layering.
Yes.
So it's okay if I go out with like 5 different layers on.
Yes.
And then by the end of the day, I'm like, have hardly anything on.
It is.
Okay.
It is, totally.
Yeah.
Like if you go out in jeans and you have a cute tee on,
right.
You know, maybe you'll put a couple of layers. Maybe you'll have a fun or really beautiful blazer on, and then you want to put a topper over that. Maybe it's really cold, you know, colder than just a blazer.
Sure.
And then as it warms up, you can get rid of the topper and, you know, just wear the blazer. And then if you know.
So the rules are kind of, for us, I think, is what you're saying, is more subject to what the temperature is.
Yes.
Then, because we're not in an area where we get true seasons. So if we were in an area where we got the true falls, we got the true winters,
right.
Then it would be more easier to say, hey, it's time to put this away, it's time to put your sweaters away, things of that nature.
It is, but you know what else, Kashay?
Yeah.
I think that also everybody's temperature is different. Everybody has all sorts of different things going on. So you want to be comfortable. So what you're comfortable in, maybe I'm not comfortable in.
Yeah.
And who knows how the weather affects you. So I think that just like
so know your temperature as well.
Know your temperature, but also dress for you. I mean, don't get stuck on somebody else's timeline or fashion concept and do's and don'ts for the season. You know your season. You know what works for you. Down here, do a lot of layering, and then just do what speaks to you and be comfortable. We were talking about, for example, like colors, bringing out colors, or the, you know, what to do with white, when to wear white. Do you, you know, is it after Easter?
And I would love to learn, and when we get back from commercial, we'll take a quick one. What I want to know is, what are the colors for this spring? And
perfect.
And Kashay's not going to wear white. I've already said. We'll take a quick commercial.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are KNLY 91.1 FM, a multimedia station where you can completely interact with our live shows. There is no excuse because you can watch or hear us, love, like us, and share our live feeds. We are where you are. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at KNLY 91.1 FM. RadioTheBoss.com.
This is E.L. Crane of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss.
Looking to buy a home? Looking to buy commercial real estate? Been turned down by the bank? We can help. SDA Financial. We specialize in these types of deals. SDAFinancial.com. SDAFinancial.com. We do the deals the banks say no to. Go to SDA Financial. Let's get your deal done today. This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay. It's Tuesday. We're in the Woodlands, Texas. I've got Marla Hurley here in the studio back from Alchemia Boutique.
Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thrilled to be here.
So we're talking all about spring and how to kind of plan your wardrobe, especially here in our area. Before commercial, we were talking about two things. We were talking about what's the color for spring, And again, how much I just love my white.
Oh, yeah, I know, which you don't like at all. It's so funny.
So first of all, let's talk about what the color is for spring.
There's a few colors, and I will say color is not going anywhere. Color is in. It's been in for several seasons now, and it is here to stay, and it's so beautiful. I think that wearing color, I love it.
Is there a specific color this
there
season?
is. I think that we're kind of piggybacking off of last fall.
Yeah.
Vibrant colors are still in. So beautiful poppy is in, kind of an orangey red poppy.
Kind of like what you're wearing.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm noticing the long dresses are in the spring.
Oh, yes.
I mean, because normally you think of the short, but every time I've been getting and going in, it's been the long
middies are very in.
Yeah,
they are. Or middies.
No, middies.
Yeah,
midi. I was saying maxi. It's midi.
The maxi is all the way to the floor.
Well, that's what I'm wearing.
The ankles.
So
middies kind of like mid calf.
Oh, that's the one that's in.
Yes. Okay. So, so the colors, I would say, a pink is still in. A lilac, purple, a sunflower yellow is in, poppy, blue, emerald green is in, or like a St. Pat's green. All of these fantastic colors are in.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to wear color. I just think that it just brightens
Well, I think spring is color.
I do too.
For me, I think spring is color. I think even fall is color. But I think of them as, when I think of spring, is, like you said, the bright, vibrant, like the flowers.
Right.
And then I think of, in a different season like fall, more, I guess, what do you call those? More like the purples that are darker and tones and things. Okay. So now the other question.
Yes.
What is it about me and white? In my personal opinion, now, and maybe I need to be corrected, and maybe I'll wear white forever, is that I always think of tan tones, like browns, like my tones and things of that nature. You think of the Brazilian colors, or tones and stuff of that nature. There's always those beautiful reds and those blues.
Right.
And so I gravitate toward that because I think that looks better on me. I think white drowns me out. It looks kind of dirty, dingy. Why is that?
Well, I do.
Other than it's my crazy head.
Well, no, you bring up a good point about skin tones because one of the things, we all have to kind of know what colors we look best in.
Okay.
At this point, we probably all do. If you get compliments when you wear beautiful colors, if you wear jewel tones, it's a good thing to figure out what your colors are, because you always do want to look best, and then that you kind of goes back to your makeup and everything just kind of builds around that.
Okay.
But if you don't feel good in white, I mean, I would trust your instinct. We all know what we feel good in.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't resonate with your skin tone,
let alone the lipstick, the makeup, the food. Oh my God, can you imagine? I could walk around looking like a canvas with paint on me.
Well,
I mean, white is something you have to be so perfect
You
in.
do have to be very, very careful.
And
no
that's
question
not
about
happen.
it.
I'm just gonna have to. I have too much fun.
Yes.
To have to walk the white line and be so perfect.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I love white.
Yeah.
I love off-white is my favorite, and something that we've been doing this past year, and it's kind of all over the place. If you look in magazines or wherever, people are mixing their whites.
Okay.
So, and that's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
So there's kind of just no rules when it comes to white.
Okay.
And also we were talking about what is the rule, the dreadful rule about when you can only wear white after Easter. Well, Easter's late this year.
Sure.
So does that mean that we're all not wearing white? Well, my opinion is that white and Easter and Labor Day, forget about it. And especially in our climate, like what we were talking about before, it's warm here.
Yeah.
So wear your white year-round if you want.
Well, there's winter white.
There is winter white.
And what is that tone, really? I mean, does that mean...
It's not a... Winter white, I think it's not a cream. Cream is kind of has more yellow, like a yellow base in it. The off-white, it's just not so stark white. Like if you have a pair of white jeans, they're probably white. So a way to tone down that white as we're transitioning through spring is to throw on some off-white with your white. Kind of mix it up a little bit to make that not so stark.
Okay.
Because it is, when we come off the winter, it is that white can be a little bit shocking, like a new pair of tennis shoes white.
Sure.
So you can kind of just add some off-white or ivory or cream to the white and just kind of change it up. There's no rules with the white.
So is there wrong during spring, or not wrong, I shouldn't say wrong, but let's say you're a person who gravitates toward the darker tones, such as blacks and the grays, and you want those. What would you say? And I'm going to give my opinion. I would just usually say, if you're a person who likes to wear black, because I used to gravitate a lot toward black, is pop it with a pretty bag that has color. Pop it with the shoes. Some great sandals, some great, wedges that have color. You can build it in your earrings, things of that, your jewelry.
I totally agree.
I mean, stay with what you're comfortable with.
Absolutely.
Pull it in other ways.
It is about you being comfortable.
Yeah.
So back to you were saying that you don't like to wear white. Fine.
Yay.
Then I'm say don't wear it, and your go-to color is black. I love black too.
Yeah.
And a way to just kind of warm it up is bring in color.
Right.
With a handbag, with a fun, top, with a fun t-shirt, a graphic tee, tied in the back. A fantastic sandal with lots of color.
Sure.
So many options to keep your black, to keep your basic is totally great. And I love black and white together still.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what we were talking about is in these seasons, you can always stay true to who you are, but playing to the color tones. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a reason why they bring out different tones. So the color is vibrant.
Yeah.
This season, it's keeping the color.
It's beautiful and it's also sweet. So it's vibrant, but then you also have the sweet lilac and the sweet pinks, like what you have on today. More muted. There's a lot of color. So whatever all of the colors are in my opinion. So what looks good on you. Don't go in and pick a color just because it's what's popular this season. I think we talked about that last time.
What about makeup? What about hair?
Well,
how does that play into or not? I mean, a lot of people change their colors of their hair and they, play with their makeup. Obviously accessories and things of that. I'm looking from the accessory aspects to yourself with regard to your fashion. Does it really matter or does it not? Yeah.
When I go into spring, I kind of lay off my heavy jewelry and start doing more fun, colorful jewelry.
Okay.
I'll start adding pretty, colorful bracelets and maybe my items that are a little bit heavy, maybe I'll leave them behind with winter. As far as color goes, it is a balance. This whole fashion thing, it's a full balance from hair, makeup, with your clothing, because if you start wearing different colors, then you have to change your makeup.
But is there a thing like, hey, it's springtime. It's better to lighten your hair tones. It's springtime. It's better to cut your hair. Because you hear that as well. And some people get caught up in that aspect as well as the fashion side that says, oh, it's springtime. I must cut my hair. It's winter. I can go longer.
I think,
no.
Yeah. I think that, that's just me, though. Some people... Well, I will say, maybe I'll get some highlights this year. Maybe I'll, get a few highlights. I haven't done that in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to brighten things up a little bit this year. But I'm not one that just decides it's a new season, I'm going to chop my hair off. No, that's not going to happen.
Right.
Or this is the new hairstyle. I think that we're all individuals, going back to what we talked about before. You have a certain color palette that's going to look best on you.
Right.
You have things that you feel the best in. You have a length of your hair that you look the best in.
Right.
A color, all of those things. Don't let those things just fly out the door because it's a new season or there's a new trend. Stick to who you are and then just add very little subtle changes that, you can pick up on trends, but don't change what is already a good core of what you have.
And so how has Alchemia shopped for this spring season?
Lots of color.
Okay.
Lots of color.
Obviously.
Yes. And it's
so when people are going and want to go shop, and now what we're talking about as far as, what is the colors, be yourself.
Yes.
Stay true to yourself.
Yes.
Let the season, the weather kind of, not so much determine what you wear, but let it layer yourself through the day.
Right.
Now they're ready to go shop. So what will they find in Alchemia?
Gosh. They'll find absolutely beautiful product. When Jennifer and I have gone to market, we literally are so just picky about every little thing, every little item, we look and we really pick it apart and think, okay, what is the customer, what are they really going to love? And we really try to do that well. So when you come in, I promise you, you will see the most amazing product. Lots of beautiful dresses.
Sure.
It's luncheon time. It's the season for lots of luncheons.
Sure.
Easter, all sorts of things going on. So we have lots of dresses, beautiful skirts, color. Even have some colored leather in there.
Oh, what about jeans? I didn't talk about jeans. I want to know about jeans because I'm so big into jeans. Are there? I know the white jeans come out during.
Yeah,
the white jeans, and I do
which
own.
You don't want.
I do own some, but they still have tags on them. But surprise. No, but so is there a specific style of jeans? Should you wear more of your capri style jeans? Or again, do what you like. But what is coming out and what's in season for the jean look?
Well, what's in season for the jean look is the same thing, kind of whatever fits your body. I hate to say it, but
so it goes back to that.
It really does. So, flares, or not flares, but I would say boot cut are still in if you like a long jean.
Okay.
The skinnies are forever in if you look great in a skinny. I like to crop boot.
Yeah.
So I love those because I like to show my shoes.
Right.
They're still in, absolutely.
And a cute little jean jacket or something like that. Or
so cute.
Even the tee
so
shirt
cute.
with the jean.
Yes.
I saw some of those at the boutique.
There's so many
yesterday.
fun little cute graphic tees in as well.
Yeah.
And those are just a great pop of color.
Awesome.
Or a great thing to just put with a jean and, kind of give it a little bit of spring flair. But the jeans, go back to don't do what's trending. If you're not really tall, you're not going to look good in a cropped boot. It depends on what your body is. I'm tall, so I can get away with it. If you're not, but I don't do a skinny well. So if you're not as tall, you may totally rock a skinny. Stick with what looks best with your body for sure.
It sounds like what I'm learning is I can do whatever I want.
Yes.
Which I didn't know that. So I'm going to continue to do whatever I want in fashion, which just makes it, no, I'm teasing. We're going to take another quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Arts Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsiresfloral.com and barbsiresfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Arts Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM. Looking to buy a home? Looking to buy commercial real estate? Been turned down by the bank? We can help. SDA Financial. We specialize in these types of deals. SDAFinancial.com. SDAFinancial.com. We do the deals the banks say no to. Go to SDA Financial. Let's get your deal done today. This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are KNLY 91.1 FM, a multimedia station where you can completely interact with our live shows. There's no excuse because you can watch or hear us, love, like us, and share our live feeds. We are where you are. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at KNLY 91.1 FM. RadioTheBoss.com.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay. It's Tuesday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and we're talking all about spring and spring fashion and wonderful color tones and being able to do what you want to do pretty much with your styles.
Stay true to yourself.
I've got Marla Hurley here in the studio with Alchemy Boutique.
Yes, yes.
So we were talking at commercial a little bit more about how to travel. So a lot of people, I know it's kind of crazy because vacation's different for everyone. Some people have already had their spring break. Some people are going on spring break. break. So I think when I love to travel, I think of myself specifically here. Less is more for me. I am not the girl, the lady, whatever, that wants to have this big suitcase or 2 or 3 of those, lug it through the airport, check bags in. I'm not doing that. So for me, I love the great little crossbody travel bag, and I'm good with that.
Gosh,
I mean, so
Kashay.
I know.
I'm so impressed.
Well, because then you can always buy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, and then I can always buy a new suitcase.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. No. So speaking of that, people are going on spring break.
Right.
So how should one pack? I mean, if I'm going to the beach versus if I'm going, to skiing or whatever.
Right.
How do we build around our packing?
Well, it's
things
tough.
of that nature.
Say we're going to somewhere warm. I know we've taken spring break and we've gone to Florida a couple of times, and it's still cool. So it kind of goes back to, even though it's spring break, sometimes that's what our calendar says, but the weather doesn't say that. So you kind of still, even
I guess
though
you're saying you have to check the weather where you're going.
You have to check the weather,
Yeah.
but you also it's a layering process at this point
As
for
well.
spring.
Okay.
You're still layering. So even though you're going to pack your bikini and your cover up, you may want to pack, a nice little topper as well that's a little bit more substantial, because it really, it still gets cool at this point. But as far as packing for a tropical vacation, when I'm traveling to a summer destination or warm destination, I try to keep it simple too.
Yeah.
I like to wear very simple dresses. I like to, pick my shoes accordingly. If I take 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, can these go with a lot of different things, so I can, just take one suitcase? It's really tough. But what I find is I almost always overpack for a summer vacation, because I just don't end up needing all the stuff.
So for you, you're the person who I see through the airport that I laugh at. That I go, oh my God, she's got 4 suitcases.
Yes, that would be me.
And then I'm sitting there, end up talking to you at the airport. Of course, I'm going to be in the lounge, talking to you at the airport in the lounge, having my drink, going, so where are you going? Oh, I'm just going on a 2-day trip. I'm just going somewhere for 2 days. Really? Okay. I mean, I remember I was at the airport one time, this lady, and it was a spring break, so she's, she had all these, literally, she had like 4 or 5 suitcases. And they were nice. I liked her suitcases. But,
right.
And I thought, we were talking in the lounge there, and I'm like, well, where are you going? She's like, oh, I'm just taking a 3-day trip. And I said, and I did. I said, you need all that? She goes, well, I just don't know. I mean, I think there's something to be said to that. I mean,
right.
We've got to learn what we really need to take when we travel.
And it's also going back to just be true to yourself and just go with what you're comfortable with. Don't try to leave and go on vacation and go, I'm going to try all these new outfits and I need to incorporate all these new pieces. You're going to get there and you're going to end up not doing it. Plan on figuring that out before you go. Jennifer and I also, one of the services that we do offer is we also do help pack customers for trips.
Well, I know she was saying that you'll help someone recently here in the Woodlands pack for London.
We did.
Yeah.
We sure did. And then we helped another gal that was traveling for tropical. And basically, we try to keep the number of shoes down, keep the outfits down, do a lot of mix and match with your stuff, so you're not having to carry, 2 or 3 suitcases. But we do offer that service. It's a good one. And we can knock that out in somebody's closet in 2 hours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to talk back about having an event we're coming up.
Yes.
Probably something we should do in May that speaks to that, kind of how do you build your new wardrobe and how do you get that going based on your own personal taste, travel, things of that nature.
Well, and something else that we can do when we have the event at Designer Divas, which is going to be so much fun. I hope y'all can come. We haven't determined the exact date yet, but this will be such a great collaboration. And I know what Jennifer and I can bring some examples as well of shoes. Let's transition into, this shoe with a pop of color. And, say you keep the black jeans like we talked about before.
Right.
How do we transition these jeans? How do we make these jeans fun for summer without being too heavy and too dark? at that event, we can talk all about how to transition and, bring a pop of color in with a blazer, with a fun, cool, tee and a great, shoe that's colorful. We can talk about all of that stuff at that event. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll get to meet everybody that's tuning in.
Well, sure, because I think one of the things we can bring a lot of the stuff from the boutique and
absolutely.
show some of that. We could do maybe some type of wrap where we have some of the different dresses and show the different
right,
people
like a trunk show,
and let them know what you have and bring it to them.
Yes,
here,
absolutely,
in the Woodlands, and show the different types of stuff that
we've done that a couple of times. Yeah. We have events in private homes occasionally, and it's really
we all do stuff for
fantastic.
A lot of the charities. I think recently y'all just had one.
Yes, we're about to do the Giving Goes Glam.
Okay,
so that one's coming up in April.
Yeah.
So we're having a actual for all of the board members and the people that are on the event of that committee. They're all coming to the Alchemia on Westheimer. They're coming to the shop.
Okay,
and they're going to have we're going to do a pre-sale with them. So we do lots of things like that.
Awesome.
So lots of special events.
Well, that's going to be amazing. And obviously Art and Fashion is going to be amazing on Friday.
Right.
This Friday, we're like, oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. It's almost here. So we're getting that tied up and last minute to-dos. I do have 2 tickets. So I'm running out of time. I'm going to look who my winner is, and I'm going to announce it on Thursday. So other than that, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be back. I'll see you guys on Thursday, and have a great day. Bye-bye.